Clanton, Alabama is known for their peaches. They have a huge peach-shaped water tower, which is the second largest peach-shaped water tower in the U.S., the first being in Gaffney, South Carolina. And they have a Miss Peach contest, including Miss Peach, Junior Miss Peach, Young Miss Peach, and Little Miss Peach. And they have the best tasting fried peach pies. So naturally, we sent Bryan there to take a trip and learn more.
That's right. So Peach Park in Clanton, Alabama, right off of I-65. They sell everything peach related. Peach salsa, peach cider, peach hot sauce, and of course these wonderful fried peach pies. So I have 20 ounces of frozen peaches here.
Wait a second. Frozen peaches. I mean, we're talking about one of the peach centers of the U.S., and we're starting with frozen peaches. Walk me through this.
So the way these pies came about was because they started using peaches that were overripe. You couldn't really sell them as whole peaches in the farm stand.
Oh,
they were
okay.
bruised, ugly but still tasty, so they made their way into pies. Frozen peaches are just so convenient, and they're pretty consistent all year round, so it's a little bit easier.
And there's zero prep.
Zero prep.
All right.
20 ounces of frozen peaches.
If you had fresh peaches, even the bruised, ugly ones, you could use them here?
Absolutely. You'd use 4 peaches.
All right.
Half cup of sugar and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to set this on medium heat. Give it a quick stir to combine everything. We'll cover this and let the peaches cook until they release a fair amount of their liquid and they get nice and tender. And that takes about 16 minutes. You can see that the peaches have released a fair amount of liquid. They're nice and tender at this point. So what we want to do is now mash them coarsely with this potato masher, and we're going to continue to cook them until they get nice and jammy. We want to look for about 1 2/3 cup volume. Okay, Julia, you can see the peach mixture is reduced significantly here, and it's nice and jammy.
It smells good, too.
We're going to transfer it to a bowl. Stir in 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Really amplifies the peach flavor. Okay, we'll leave this at room temperature for a couple of hours, and then we'll pop it in the refrigerator until it's fully chilled. Okay, Julia, so while our peach filling is chilling, you like that?
I like it. Feeling chillin'.
We're gonna go ahead and work on our crust. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to put the lid on and give that a few pulses to combine. And now we have 6 tablespoons of melted butter.
This is quite different than a traditional pie dough, which doesn't have leavener and uses chilled butter.
Right, and it's also a little bit less butter than you would in typical pie dough. You wanted to coat each of the grains of flour with a little bit of fat, thereby making a shorter, more sturdy crust. And we'll give this about 8 pulses to combine. You can see it has that look kind of like wet sand. That's exactly what we want. And our final ingredient is 1/2 cup of milk. We'll let this run for about 8 seconds to bring the dough together. And we could turn our dough out onto the cutting board. So touch of bench flour here. Bring it into a nice 4-inch round.
That looks like a nice, easy to work with dough.
Oh yeah, it's a great dough. Now we can take our bench scraper and we can cut this into 8 equal pieces.
Ah, because we're making 8 pies.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm catching on.
Maybe you could help me with these. We're going to form each one into a little round ball.
I can do that.
Bring you back to your Play-Doh days. And then we can just give them a little press, and then we can just transfer them to our baking sheet over there.
There we go.
We'll cover that with plastic wrap. And we'll pop those in the refrigerator for 20 minutes to just set up a little. All right, Julia, you ready to roll out some pies?
I am. I see I have my own rolling pin over here.
It's going to be dueling pies.
That's good, because I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah, me neither. So it's just kind of like a casual thing we're doing. It's not a big deal. A little bench flour. And grab your rolling pin, and we're going to go for a 6 to 7-inch circle.
All right.
It's not a contest who can do fastest. It's just who's better.
But I'm just going to win. All right, I think I'm probably at 6 or 7 inches.
Let's check.
6.5.
All right. Wow.
You're just looking a little raggedy.
So just give me a second. Now it looks...
I'll give you some more time. I'll take a step back and give you some room.
All right, now that's perfect. Okay, 3 tablespoons of filling will go right in the center.
That filling really did set up.
Yeah, it's jammy. Okay, you want to do the same?
Sure, so 3 tablespoons.
Then we're just going to brush the edge of the dough with a little bit of water so it'll help it seal.
A little water.
So we fold it in half and just press it to seal.
All right.
And now we can trim off our ragged edges with this pizza cutter.
Oh, that looks nice. Okay, there we go.
I think yours might look a tad worse than mine, but that's okay. You have a fork there. Just go around and press it to seal.
Oh, make the little
crimp.
pie edges.
Exactly. That's great.
Ah, ours look actually pretty uniform.
I think we can get a job in Alabama. Okay, Julia, we'll go ahead and roll out the rest of the dough and fill them, and then we can pop them in the refrigerator while we heat our oil.
Sounds good.
We're ready to fry our pies. I have 2 quarts of oil at 375 degrees.
So it's hot.
It's very hot. We're gonna drop 4 pies in. And we'll let these cook for about 1.5 minutes on each side until they're nicely browned and hot all the way through.
Deep frying a pie might sound a little unusual today, but in fact, it was the original way people cooked pies long before there were ovens. And you can find out more about the history of fried pies on our website.
We're ready to flip, and you can see they're nicely browned on one side. We'll just give them a little push and they'll flip over on their own, and we'll cook them till they're nicely browned on that second side.
Looking good.
Okay, Julia, we're going to remove them from the oil now.
I'm happy to see that none of that filling leaked out into the hot oil.
Yeah, we are good. All right, too good maybe.
It smells like fried dough. It smells delicious.
Okay, Julia, we'll drop the second batch of pies into the oil. When they're done, we can let it sit for 10 minutes to cool off, and then we're ready to eat.
Sounds good.
The pies have cooled for 10 minutes, and we're ready to eat. Now, it's really important to cool for 10 minutes at least, because what we're dealing with is liquid magma.
That looks good. I think this should be entered in the Miss Peach contest.
The dough is nice and tender and light.
And you know, the frozen peaches make a great filling. It has a really strong, fresh peach flavor.
You can't even tell they were frozen.
And the dough holds up to being held like a hand pie. I think there should be a Mr. Peach contest.
Would I win?
You would totally win,
All
Mr.
right.
Peach. So for awesome fried peach pies, use frozen peaches. They're always perfectly ripe and they require 0 prep. Cook the peaches with some sugar on the stovetop until soft, then mash them into a coarse puree and chill it down in the fridge. For a rich tasting dough, use the food processor to combine all-purpose flour, melted butter, and whole milk, along with some baking powder. Once assembled, fry the pies in a pot of 375-degree oil until golden. And there you have it. From Cook's Country, awesome fried peach pies. You can get this recipe, all the recipes from this season, along with our tastings, testings, and select episodes at our website, cookscountry.com. Nice job.
Thanks for watching Cook's Country from America's Test Kitchen. So what'd you think?
Leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or just say hi.
Now you can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
Alligator.